I'm sorry. YouTube gave me a message while I went live and I was trying to figure out what it was. And it's like, I needed it at a different time than when I went to try to go live. So.
Why do you whisper?
I'm not whispering. Oh, because I was on just one for a moment. So.
Please take this.
Yes, you can take that out of here. You can't take and use it. It's mine. But you can take it out of here.
So
can we talk after my live, please? All right, everybody. Sorry. This is Carol with CarolJo's. I have an online jewelry and accessory business for women where we do different types of jewelry. But we do more than just the jewelry and trying to sell that. Hi, Jade. Anyways, we do tutorials, we do sales, and we do chat time. Tonight is a chat time. So that, hi Rose, that means if you have any type of question, go ahead and put it in the chat. And that way we can start conversations about whatever you have a question on relating to making jewelry, creating, any type like that. Plus also anything that you have about running your small business. So that is what we take the time for chat time for. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow at 11, we're going to have a sale that at 11 o'clock Central Time that is called Bring Back. We're going to bring back items that are around 6 months old or older, somewhere around in that area, that we didn't sell out of. So it's a time that if you need to restock, you can restock, or it's a time when if you haven't seen it before, then you can grab it. Limited quantities on it, I will tell you that, but it's a way to get stocked up again. Friday at 11, we will have a tutorial, and it is called Cab Pow. It is a necklace that is a pendant. We're using a cabochon. We will have that one at 11 o'clock on Friday, Central Time, and at 7 p.m. Friday, we will have our normal bead sale. And on Saturday at 10 a.m., we're going to do selling of cabochons. So we had a tutorial earlier this week on one way to use a cabochon and a connector to make jewelry. And then we'll have a second way on Friday so that you can figure out what do you want to buy on Saturday. So as always, if we get 10 shares and 10,000 likes, we will be doing a giveaway. All right. I'm going to ask Buttercup here what she's doing with this. What did you want to do with it quick? That, because you're making a lot of noise with it. It's like interrupting my thoughts. Can you go take it to the living room and just put it in the living room for me? Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not that kind of a face day. Oh my Lord, if you could see her face. I am going to move this one out of my way because my table, I still have not invoiced from my 2 lives. And the reason being is I am trying to get orders out that have been paid today. And we've had some really large orders paid today. So that is why I have not done that. I'm just moving those over. Now I feel like I have room and I can see you guys, even though I can't see you. I am going to bring up my backup account also so that I can see your comments.
She's partially blind.
Jeez, did you hear Buttercup? Hi, Geraldine. How are you doing? I'm partially blind, she thinks. I've had LASIK, darn it.
Yeah, but if you saw some pictures, she's blind.
The brownies were good. We got the second batch made. We took them to school this morning. Oh, she's going to tell a story, but she's got to come in here. She's going to tell a story about the brownies.
Okay, so Alma dropped me off when we were going there, and I was going to walk inside because I didn't want to take both of them because I thought we could just have one pan to ourselves. So
we had 2 pans of brownies. I'm going to give a backstory.
And she brought both of them because she thought I was bringing both in. So we were walking in, and I took the tin of brownies inside. And do they know about what happened last night?
Yes, some of them do, but not all of them.
Well, there's only 15 brownies in one, and the other one hasn't been cut. So I take the one with the 15 brownies in, and I'm like, oh my God, because I have 21 students in my class, including me.
So 15 brownies was not going to work for her classroom.
So I am like freaking out, and then I'm going out to the office so I can call her But then I see her with my brownies.
Yep, I noticed I handed her the wrong pan of brownies.
So
I
it was
thought
like
she could take all the brownies to school and we could get rid of 2 pans of brownies because we don't need a pan of brownies here. And especially a pan, and it's a 9 by 13 pan of brownies cut up into 15 pieces. Those are big brownies, everybody, if you know what I mean. And I'm like, I don't need that many brownies here. Let's take them to school. Yeah, she didn't want to take both of them. So we still have one 9 by 13.
Somebody ate one.
I ate one.
Yeah.
I ate one so far. And that was enough for the whole day. And we still have a whole bunch more, let me tell you. So, yeah, that was the brownie episode. But our brownies, if I could, they're all saying send them my way. If I could figure out how to mail a brownie. I know. We made it, and you have to understand, I made a double batch, and then we didn't, when we were on the live, she cut them, and we only had 15 instead of 24. So then I made another double batch. So we've had 2 double batches of brownies made in the last day.
And Missy made it 27.
Oh, boy. Ms. Z cut it up into 27. That would be her teacher.
So I had 8 to give away.
So everybody's saying maybe I need to add brownies to my sales nights. That is like, I can bake. Of all things. I told you guys.
Also bake. I can make cakes, cupcakes, not cookies, muffins, and apparently brownies.
Yeah. So I can bake. But I cannot cook.
I can do both.
I cannot cook. As we all know, Monday night I burnt our supper.
And also, she doesn't know how to make eggs.
And I don't what? Oh, I don't know how to make eggs. No, I don't know how to make scrambled eggs. I need to find the cooking side of TikTok or YouTube to figure out how to cook.
I know how to make eggs.
I seriously don't. Nope, I have never caught ice cream on fire. But I know how to make ice cream. I used to work at a local ice cream place. It's called the B&G Milky Way in Sioux Falls. I worked there 7 summers. And it was funny because we went there the other night to they've like expanded and franchised and that type of thing around here. So we went to one of their stores, I think it was even last week. And when I worked there, see, to me, cooking is boring. I hate it. I don't like it. I just cannot follow recipes. I suck at it. Give me a recipe, I can do it. But
This is fun.
when I worked there, it was like 69 cents or 59 cents or something like that for a small ice cream cone. Yes.
For a big.
Like $1.05 or something like that. And now a small ice cream cone is $2.89.
And how much is a large?
I have no idea. I just looked at the small and went, holy wow, that's a lot more. But also, that would have been almost, that would be 39 years ago that I worked there. And she told
the worker, she was like, when I worked here, there were blueberry crap.
That we used to have blueberry shakes when I worked there too. They don't have it anymore. I don't do ASMRs. Sorry, I just don't. So we're having a discussion night, Alphas. You can ask any type of question that you would like on making jewelry or running a small business. That's what we're doing tonight. Hi, little Lulu.
What does it mean, do ASMR for others on bad behavior?
I don't know, but I don't do ASMR. Jeez. Kevin says a large cone is almost $6 where he's at. Wow.
Ugh. See, this one
I can't do, I would not be able to do the steaks over egg. No.
See, this is
with the diced up shrimp and garlic sauce. Yeah, that wouldn't be me. I just can't cook.
I can tell you what I make. I can make pepper steak and rice. So I can make steak and rice, and like I chop up vegetables.
Yep, she can chop up vegetables. She cuts up some for vegetables.
And like I said, I can make steak and rice. I can make both of them by myself if I wanted to.
Yeah, you just go, girl. All right. Are you gonna go work again?
Probably not, because I was studying with this.
Oh, don't kill that, please. I need it. My husband normally cooks for us. So tonight was going to be another night that I needed to cook, and we just ordered pizza. And then I went and picked it up because we live out in the country, so they don't deliver to us. And I'm sorry, here on YouTube, I need to There we go. Swipe off on the screen because there was a little piece of dirt on it and it was driving me nuts. So I get stuck in a rut where I want the same thing and then a little while later I'll change it up, but I can't eat leftovers. I can eat it fresh every day, but not leftovers.
Ah!
Don't hurt yourself.
Sorry, this is scary. Ah!
So what kind of questions do you guys have tonight about jewelry making? I'm going to say I'm excited. We got in the order that I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for. So pretty soon when we have a silicone day, we will have the wires to do the cup charms with. Some people can use them as bracelets too. See, I don't eat cold pizza. I have to have it warm. But I can eat leftover pizza. I just put it, you can put it in the air fryer and it gets crispy. I like the air fryer for leftovers if you can put it in there because it gets it back to what it was and it's not like rubbery or soggy or whatever it may be. So I love the air fryer for that. And I am going to, for sure, I need to plug this phone in. So we're going to have, next week, we talked earlier today about, we did not talk about what our tutorials will be, but I am working on those. But we will have one day where we're going to do during the day pens. We're going to bring back some of the pens that we had up for sale. I have about 6 or 7 new colors. So we'll go through those and then we'll go through some of the pens that we still have. I have pens of every color that I originally had. We'll bring back some pens. And then we will also have, we're going to do silicone days. We have some new focals. I found more focals after we got off the live. So we will have some flower focals. We will have some of the rose focals and that type of stuff. So we're going to have some of those. And I'm going to start working on getting mixes together. So we'll have some mixed colors coming.
You know how I went sledding with the last thing?
Yeah. Did you sled with the containers?
I'm going with this now.
Oh, you're going to try that, huh?
Yeah, I can't even fit one of my butt cheeks.
Yeah, that's a little bit small for you. I don't think you're going to go sledding on that very well.
Oh, just I am.
She's wired. I think she needs to go outside. My products that for my jewelry that has been completed is on CarolJo's.com. And it's CarolJo's.com. That is where you can find the jewelry. I don't have the beads out there. I'm looking into getting them out there. It's part of my long-term plan, but it's not going to be in the next like couple of weeks that I'll have beads out there. And I don't know why my nose is itching so bad. Sorry, everybody. Someone's thinking good thoughts. That's what I'll say. And I left my Dr. Pepper sitting on the table where I am doing invoice or doing what am I trying to say? I am packaging orders. Oh, no. What was the Mother's Day gift that you got, Miss Jade? Did you get another animal? Hi, Con. How are you tonight? Oh,
What?
Jade got her tattoo finished. That would be. That's good.
Oh my, has a tattoo?
Yeah. I have one and one only. I will not get another one.
Is it surprising that she has one? Because I feel like it is.
Let me see here, Connie. Let me look. I'm sorry I said your first name, but it's like, that's how I have to look it up. Sorry. We won't be able to see her. She just got it.
I'm looking at the comments.
Oh.
But I made this so my butt can actually fit on it without it stabbing me. Do you like my Picasso?
Oh.
All right, time to go sledding.
Yes, and I sent that to you at about 9 my time, Con, on May 10th. Is Saturday night. Hey, Lacey, how are you doing? And it's not to the full amount yet. So if you want to come into some of my lives this week, I have one at 11 tomorrow. I have 7 p.m. Friday. And we'll have 10 o'clock Saturday when we do those. Well, and it's funny because my husband doesn't believe in tattoos. He like doesn't like tattoos. He doesn't want to put it on his skin. That's his choice. I say it's everybody's choice. We are doing chat time right now. Okay, that's fine, Jade. I'll just keep sending it. And if you don't respond, I'll be like, Jade, where are you? I was gonna say for me, I just got the one and I'm done. Was enough. You're welcome.
What?
One tattoo.
Yeah, I know where she got it.
Yeah, it's around my belly button.
Yeah, 2 fishes.
You know why it's two
Because
fishes?
she's a Pisces.
Because I'm a Pisces. She didn't understand my whole, hey, your hair is on there. Do you see it?
Tattoos.
She's reading comments in here.
I read the one tattoo one.
No, because Miss Jade got hers.
Oh, I need you now more than I ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my head just to find out your ways better.
Okay, she's singing and doing a dance for me here, but you guys can't see it. She is full of energy. I think she needs to go run around the house.
No.
Oh, I think you need to go see Opa.
Nope.
Tony?
Nope.
Why not?
Katie.
Oh, well, go ask Opa if Jared is coming over and see if Katie can come. Go ask him.
Why can't you?
Because I'm on all my devices.
No, you want it.
Yes,
You can go on that one.
No, I cannot. Go ask him, please. And
Why
thank
do I
you.
have to go out there?
Because I asked you to.
And if I don't go out there?
Then I'm going to have you run around the house.
And if I don't do that?
I'll put you in timeout.
You'll give me time out. You know this doesn't scare me anymore. I'm 9, not 5.
Hey.
It's been 4 years.
Hey, how many times have I put you in timeout?
2.
So if I say it, I mean it, right?
Why would he send me in time out?
Because you're not listening to me.
Because I didn't want to go get bit by more mosquitoes?
No.
There's mosquitoes out there. I'm not going to get bit by them.
I want to concentrate like I asked earlier, okay?
Well, what if I just go down my bedroom? No.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, bye.
Okay. See you later, alligator. Yeah. And it's the start of summer. They have 2 days of school left, and so she's at the end of the school year
No,
in
1.5.
1.5. She's correcting me because I get out of school early on Friday. If if you've been a parent, you know what I'm talking about, and it's what it is, and you just grin and bear and move on. But you just sit there in the time, and you're just like, okay, we'll get there. We're gonna get there. All right. We have over here on TikTok, we do have 12 shares, so we hit that 10 goal, but we still have 7K left on the likes. If we can get to that, we will do a giveaway. And now I'm going to go back to, does anybody have questions? Just so that we can answer questions today. I feel like Bueller. Sorry. I just had to say that. Because that Oh, she went outside. Yay! She needs to run off some energy. I wish I could have the energy she has. I am just separating someone's order out so that when I get time to do the invoicing, I can just quick do it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm just like, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I love having her here. And everything. But I was going to say, I can tell you there's a difference when you have a child in your 30s versus your 50s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I will say that. Is it a bad thing? No, but I don't have as much energy as I used to. 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 7. Where do you fit? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. You fit right there. I had one of them wheel away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 57. Yes, you did, Cheyenne, and thank you. I am getting the invoices that were paid today already. I've had some pretty large ones paid today, and because of that, I am diligently getting them in there. And then after I get done with that, then I will go and see if I have time to send out invoices tonight or if I'll do it tomorrow morning before we do the bring back. My goal is I've already got the items selected for tomorrow. I've already started selecting items from Friday. And I need to do a necklace example for Friday's tutorial. I already got one of them picked out of what I'm going to use for a cabochon. I've showed you guys this one before. We are going to use this one for the one of them. We're going to make a necklace with this cabochon. And then I'm going to pick a different one too. Oh, that's okay. Literally how I do invoices, just to let y'all know, is that I just send them out. And I might be changing, you know how I always send them out on Sundays? But I'm trying to get to the point that I can have Sundays off. So I was like toying around last week when we were doing the invoices after the lives. You know, it might not be directly after, but I was keeping up on them throughout the week and getting them done. And this week I did what we did on the bring back basket. I think it was Monday. Those went out already. The silicone from yesterday and today, I have those so that I can get those all out. I'll work on those after I get done packaging. And then tomorrow afternoon or early evening, I will do the bring back and get those out to you guys. So that will leave for this week. I was thinking during Friday, I am just going to send everybody's invoices that has anything outstanding on Fridays. I normally do it on Sunday, but I think I want to move them to Friday. That way that I can try to start moving towards having Sundays off. Like completely off and not have to do anything on Sundays. And so like this week we have 2 big things, Friday and Saturday. So I might be still invoicing for those 2, but I'll send those out like on Saturday or Sunday type scenario. Hi, Mia. And so literally I want to see if that will work and move our, like everybody who still has an outstanding invoice to Friday. What does everybody think about that? Let me know what your comments are about it. Because I want to start moving it so I don't have to invoice every Sunday. So you might like, you know, everybody will get one on Saturday. And then like, hi, Melissa. What I was talking about is instead of sending out, you know how we've been invoicing after the lives last week and then this week we're invoicing after the lives? Yeah, that's where I'm getting is I need a day off. And so I'm trying to move invoicing to every day, you know, when I have a sale. It might not be that exact day. It might be the next day type scenario, but just doing invoices like that. And then on Friday morning, I would just take and send everybody their invoices on Friday morning. That'd be like the first thing I do on Fridays is send out all the invoices. And then on Friday night sale would probably go out on Saturday. Yep. And that's what I would like to do because I don't want to, I don't feel as overwhelmed being able to get them out. I'm not saying I'm going to get them out like within so many hours after the live or anything like that. I just like having that we can do it and keep track of it a little bit more and such. So like by tomorrow's live, I will have already sent out what we have up through today. so that tomorrow when you go live, you'll be like, I have this much left in my budget and I'm good. Or, yep, I'm going to have to skip it because I hit my budget. You know, we live by a budget. I get it. I'm going to grab my Dr. Pepper, everybody. I need it. So that is what I'm like trying to do. But then if you have one that hasn't paid, you know, that's the time that I need you to tell me, yep, I'm holding it over. We're going to move that one to Friday instead of Sunday. Or go ahead and pay it. So that's what I was thinking. And then that will help me have Sundays off. So, and today we were working on getting some things together. Friday night sale, one of the things. Can I go? I want to go grab it. I want to show you a couple of things we have for Sunday, or for Friday night, I mean. I got Sunday on the brain. They're downstairs, so but let me go grab them. Because I think they're cool. I don't know what you guys are going to think, but I'll tell you what I think. Because when I found these in the box, I'm like, I want to bring them. All right. Oh, I know. The cell phone bills suck. All right. Here is one of them. We have 5 different colors of this one up for grabs on Friday night. I have no idea what the price is yet. And these are glass pendants. They're mushrooms with colors. Though this one has a green bottom, white top, and then the blue and white speckles. So we're going to have that one. And we've got this in 5 different colors. We're not up for sale yet, Miss Rainbow. But we're going to have those Friday night. And we have 5 of each of the colors, and we have 5 colors. So we're going to have those. So we'll have that. And then this is the other one that I found that I was like, yep, we're bringing this one. It is another glass pendant. It's the pink roses are, I think, in there. I'm not sure what the flower is, but those are in that heart. It is just really cool. I only have 5 of those. That's all I could get when I ordered those. And each one, because they're handmade blown glass, they're all a little bit different. But yeah, I'm excited about those. So the rainbows, or not the rainbows, I'm sorry, the mushrooms. So we have them in like, there will be a blue top with the amber color. There's that, the darker blue. And I showed you guys the green. Then there is, she's like, it looks like a pacifier. We have the blue mushroom here with the amber. It's a different, it's a lighter blue with the white. So we have a lighter blue, like more of a medium aqua, I'd say, or dark aqua. We have them in red with the red top and the amber color bottom. And then we have them as the green with amber. So there's the green top. So that's, we'll have those on Friday night. I don't know the prices of any of these yet. So I can't tell you that. I got it on my spreadsheet. I just don't have it in front of me. So I don't want to speculate on the cost. But we'll have those available. Is 2 of the items that we're going to have. And those will be right away after the kits. I'm going to make a few kits. I'm not going to make as many kits with this because of the connector one. If I make a lot of that kit, I won't have a lot of connectors for you guys on Saturday. So that is why I don't know that I will have a lot of kits this week, but I'll make some. I might only make 10 of the Cabo Chic one, so that you guys can have some of the cabochon settings to sell, when I sell them. And I have in my order to get more. So we'll have more of those, but I just couldn't get a lot this last time. So what are other things that you guys are looking for? And I talked about, if anybody is in the silicone rings and using the silicone rings to make stuff, these, you just need to let me know what colors you want. Any of the colors that we have done with the solid colored ones, I would say there's a few I might not be able to get, but almost all of them I will be able to get the ring on. And there are a few of the prints from the one manufacturer that I can get too. And it doesn't matter if it's a print or a solid, the silicone rings are all $2 each. So we have those. So I just need to know what colors you guys might want.
How much longer?
Oh, just a little bit.
I wanted to go to Zane's house.
I'm not taking to Zane's house at almost 9 o'clock at night. You need to get his phone number so that I can call his parents.
I already said that. I'm pretty sure Renee has his parents' phone number.
Okay, is Uncle Nate still out there? Can you go ask Uncle Nate to text Renee and see if she's got it? Okay, thank you. All right. There is a neighbor kid that drives on the bus. And what I mean by neighbor, because of being out in the country, it's like 3 or 4 miles away, that rides the bus with her. And she's always like, can we go to his house? And I'm like, I want to call his parents before I just show up at the house and say, hey, she wants to play with your child. And I keep asking for the phone number. And she's like, I think Renee has it. Which is, it's like her auntie. I'm like, would you get it? I can't text her right now because I'm live. And I've asked for it multiple times. So hopefully we'll see if we can get the phone number. If not, she'll have to get it for me. Does anybody have this with their kids? I know this is a grandkid, but did anybody else go through this? When my kids were younger, I lived in town, so it was easier. We could just like walk to someone's house and we could walk home because you could be out for a walk and you could just see them. Here, it's like you're going to drive up to someone's house. So it's a little bit different. All right. Does anybody have any questions for tonight? I was going to say, I'm not seeing any questions tonight. You guys are a quiet group tonight. Because I might end up going and getting off just a little bit early if you guys don't have questions, so that I can finish up and get out the orders that have been paid today. How do I do so much in one day? I am a very big list maker. If I don't have a list, I forget to do it, in all honesty. And so I have a big, huge binder, and it is a big binder. It was bigger than what I thought. Oh, all right. We'll see you later, Jade. And so, but it works for me because I can put everything I need to do in a day. So, and in all honesty, it starts with little things. And I know this sounds really silly just to put on there. Like every day I have where I want to post to and what I'm posting. I post the same Wacky Wednesday every Wednesday, but I have to put it down or I will forget to do it. I even have a reminder in my phone to do it. Yes, I do remember you, Sandy. How are you doing? But if I don't do it in writing it down, I literally will forget it, even if I have a reminder on my phone, that type of thing. Literally, everybody remembers things in a different way. And the way that you have to do it so that it works for you is that you have to figure it out. Some people, it's hearing it. Some people, it is seeing it. And some people, it is writing it. My way is I have to write it. What, Sandy? I don't know what to guess. You got to tell me. And so that's the one thing that in all of the things that I have done and taught in my jobs when I've taught people is that not everybody learns the same way. And keeping lists and stuff. You're going into the 3rd grade. Woohoo! My granddaughter Buttercup is just finishing the 3rd grade. So for me, I have to write everything down. So I create a list every day of what I want to do. So today, my list, I can tell you pretty much what my list is because I've written it and I remember it. It was that I wanted to post my Wacky Wednesday on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Every once in a while, I'll add in lemonade. I don't do lemonade every day. I will tell you that right now. And then it was that I wanted to get in a package that I had gotten in of my stuff to resell. I wanted to create my spreadsheet for it.
Do you need to tape this?
Not just yet, honey.
Oh, okay.
You want to help me when I get to that point?
I just want to tape it.
Well, honey, I got to put something in it and then you can help me tape it, okay? Just give me a few minutes. And so my spreadsheet needs to be created so that we could check the things in. And then, so that's on my list. And it was, I wanted to make sure I had everything ready for today's sell live that was earlier with the silicone beads. And some of those things that we needed to check in was on it. So I had a list to make sure I got all of those done. I had to go to the dentist today. So yes, I had a dentist appointment in the middle of the day. I had 2 places I needed to run errands to, and they're on there and they're checked off of where I went to go. And one was just that I needed to go pick up my online order. And the other one is I needed to go in the store and get it. So, and it will be, I need this, I need that. If I don't have that list, I am totally lost. Yes, it does take me 15, 20 minutes to create the list, but I literally would not be able to get as much done if I didn't have it. And that's just who I am. I have been a list person my entire life. So how does everybody else get their days done? I mean, literally, and even when I worked my full-time jobs outside of doing this, I had lists of how I had to do everything. And it literally was every day. And I used to move it to the next day if I didn't get it done. I never put so much on myself that I have to get that list done. And if I don't get it done, I fail. It is, I put it in priority order of how I want it done. And if we get to the end of the list and it didn't get done, it moves to the next day. It is moved up in the priority for the next day, but I do not put so much pressure on myself that I have to get that list done. Does anybody else do, literally, does anybody else do lists or is it just me? Yep. And I can't do lists on the computer. And that goes back to how you can remember things, Rosie, is that in learning, typing it is not memorizing it. And so writing it on a list is different than typing it on the computer. I 100% agree with you. And some people have to do that. And so I will tell you literally, when I had to, as part of my job as a business analyst, is when I was doing that role, is that I would lead meetings and we would have takeaways of like, they want me to look at this or, do an analytic on this or figure out, can we do this? Or here's our decision that was made. So you're taking the recap of the meeting and putting it in there. And people would be upset because I could not type up those notes and send them right out of the meeting. And the reason being is I would never remember what we talked about if I typed it up. I had to handwrite it. And so for me, I have to write it and then I have to type it up and send it out. And they're like, but you're doing it twice. And I'm like, but I'm memorizing it. So when you ask me in 6 months, I'll be like, here's your answer. And they literally did. And then because I had it written down, I have notebooks of everything that we talked about in meetings. And people would be like, Carol, can you go check on that meeting? And I go back and I'd be like, oop, here we go. So I will agree with you, Geraldine, about not just losing the sun, just about aging in your memory. And one of the things that for that I have done research on is that if you will do memory, or not memory games, but do games that make you analytically think, it helps you retain your memory as you age. So there are three games I play every day to make sure that I am staying on top of it. I watched my grandma do that, and one of them is Sudoku. I do a Sudoku puzzle every single day. I do now I can't even think that word, Wordle. I do Wordle. I'm not a great speller, but it makes me stop and think. And then it is a form of a card game because I have to think about all the rules and that type of thing. And you have to keep on top of your memory with those. I watched and I watched my grandmother as she aged, and she did the memory things. And as she got older, I remember when I was really young, math, like algebra, was extremely easy for her. And as she got closer to 90, it wasn't as easy, but she could still do it at 90. Oh, cool. So yeah. And so those are yep. And so for Rosie, she's got the word search helps her see in the big picture. And see, for me, a word search actually makes my mind narrow down. I look for just one thing. I look at the one thing, look for it, and find it. But it annoys Buttercup because that way that I think I'm doing word searches, that she hates that I'm faster than her. So those are the things that, even though they take up time, I will tell you, and even in my to-do list, those are in there. And it's just because of watching my grandma. And I know it sounds really weird, but you read about the research and they say to do it, and I watched it with my grandma. So I literally do spend, and it's about 15-20 minutes a day. But to me, if that will help me keep my mind, I will do it. My husband thinks I'm weird. Okay, Cheyenne puts her things in the phone and then writes it down in a notebook. See, I put my grocery list, my shopping list, and those types of things go in my phone because my phone is with me while I'm at the store. I might not have a paper list, but those are for me personally, that's the only thing that goes in my phone like that. For vendor, she puts her vendor list and stuff, just like I'm doing, because everything, you will have your phone with you. I get it now. I had to go back and read that. So yeah. And if you saw me, especially now, I know I have never been, and I'm not going to self-diagnose that I have ADHD, and I don't think I have ADHD. I really think it's that I have so many things going on right now in my life about this and this, and then here and here, that sometimes I just get interrupted. Just like if you're in your office and people come interrupt you, but it's hard for me to redirect myself back. I have to have my list to redirect myself back. Thanks, Allie, for the heart me and all the heart puffs. Thank you, thank you. Lisa's a list maker. So, okay. So, Cheyenne's got her list for everything for her kids' stuff on her paper calendar on the fridge. My question is, does anybody use any of the apps to do like the family calendars or to do a calendar? Because I have been looking into it and trying to decide. And this is literally, I want to ask if anybody uses these. That's why I'm asking. Do they work for you? If anybody does them. I've tried the family calendar thing. It doesn't work. Thanks, Allie, for the tickets. But like, if you have it for like your to-do list for your job and that type of thing, does anybody have and use those? And I'm just like thinking about an app, like within Microsoft. Do you use any type of app? Um, an app to put like a calendar and all your to do for it. And I know there's like all these different like pretty journals that you can create, but you have to put them in a different app and then you have to learn that app. And I'm like, I just want an app that it just works. See, and I used to have an Excel spreadsheet for all of my passwords and stuff when I was at work, and it was like locked. But now I'm at home and I write them in a notebook, which is a no-no because that's a security risk. Okay. Hey, we hit 10K. Thank you, Mia. Woohoo. Okay, we're going to do a color. Everybody can play this game, even those on YouTube. You can do that. Oh, I have not done this color before. It just came to me. I'm going to tell you guys, it is a 2-word color. And I don't think I've ever done this color before. So go ahead and put your guesses in the chat and we will see who gets it. This is a different one, everybody. I have one of these still over here. I'm like watching intently here. I'm loving your guys' colors. Okay, I got to give a clue. I'm trying to think of a clue for this one. It is a color associated with a jewelry. See if anybody can get it from that. And maybe I should say jewelry brand. There we go. Mitra got it. It was Tiffany Blue and Mitra guessed it. Mitra, congratulations. You will have $5 off with me. I don't think you have an open invoice, but I will keep this for you so that when you have your next order, we'll put it on there, okay? Congratulations. I don't think I've ever did the color Tiffany Blue before. It's its own color. You're welcome. So, and everybody, somebody, like a lot of people have that like thought that they want to own something by Tiffany's or, a certain brand. I literally do not have that. But I thought of that color. It was funny because I was like, I want to do a color with the letter T. And I'm like, the first thing that came to my mind was Tiffany Blue. Why? I have no idea. But that's how it came tonight. All right. Well, I am glad that we got to our goal there. Congratulations, Mitra. I'm excited for you. I am going to hop off because I am going to finish packing up orders and getting those out. I have one that I'm going to have Buttercup help me tape shut. So just to let you know, Melissa, Buttercup's going to help me close up your order because that's the one I'm working on. So we will get that out and they will go out in tomorrow's mail. I'll send the packages with Ryan tomorrow to work, and then he will probably go either over his lunch hour or after work for all those and get those going out. So We have some big orders that I still need to pack, and then either invoice tonight, or I will do the invoices in the morning before we do our 11 o'clock on TikTok only, which will be bring back items, where we'll do about an hour of items that we had that are 6 months old since the last time we saw them. So we're going to do that tomorrow at 11. And then I do not have a live tomorrow night. Our next live after that will be 11 o'clock on Friday, where we are going to do the Cat Pow necklace. And then Friday night we'll have the bead sale at 7, and then the cabochon at 10 a.m. So you guys all have a good night. We'll see you all at 11 tomorrow that can make it. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.